Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Jay.
I'm Jacob.
And this is Aftermath Garage. Alright guys, today we're going to do something simple, easy, not really work too hard today. We've got to change the oil in the Altima. Getting ready for a trip, and it's way overdue. But I want you guys to leave your suggestions down below. Comment on this. If you want us to do some modifications to the Altima, let us know. I mean, I like this car. It's pretty sick looking, I think. I think it's the best looking Altima they've ever done. But for anybody who's got a 19 or 20 Altima, kind of watch the video. This thing's not really easy to change the oil on. It's got a big skid plate that completely covers the bottom of the engine. So we'll show you the skid plate real quick, show you how to get it off. We got different little tools, stuff you can go to Harbor Freight and pick up, pop that thing off. And then after that, we're going to rotate the tires real quick. I'm sorry for an Altima video and not a Barney video. We've just had some unforeseen stuff going on around the house. And work has really kind of put a damper on that too. But let's get started. Let's get this thing knocked out. I'm ready to go eat. First of all, guys, if you're got a gut like me, a jack works really good to get up underneath these cars. They sit really low. You're gonna need something to pop these body clips off with up underneath as well, and your oil catch can. Ratchet 14mm wrench, or socket, excuse me, or even a 14mm wrench. Let's get up underneath this car. Let's get this done. All right, guys, pretty easy. Just want to get up underneath these clips, pull them down, and they pop right out. Make sure you don't lose them though. There are two bolts here, one here, one here. You'll have to take those out as well. Alright guys, here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Big old skid plate. Like I said, it keeps a lot of dirt and stuff from getting up underneath the engine bay. And it helps with aerodynamics. So, let's just keep pushing, get this thing done. Let's get this oil drained real quick. Always use a little brake cleaner. Clean that pan up real good. Now, let's tighten this thing back up. Always check the mounting surface. Yeah, you're good. Clean it, wipe it off real good. Get all that old oil off there. Now we're ready for a new filter. Alright guys, before you put it on, always make sure to put a little coat of fresh oil on the gasket. I know some people like to use old used oil. It's not correct. You want to put fresh oil on there. Let's get this filter on, get this thing filled back up, and pressure test it. Alright guys, I'm going to fill this thing back up. Believe it or not, this little 2.5 liter 4-cylinder holds 5.5 quarts of oil. And it uses pretty much water, 0W20. Newer engines are designed with very thin tolerances on the crank bearings and the rod bearings. So thicker weight oil does not work in these cars. About the highest you can go on this is 5W20. Alright guys, what we're talking about with the oil weight is this. This is a rod bearing. it goes around a crankshaft, and this is your rod. That slips in here. The tolerance is here, in between this and where the crank actually sits. Newer cars, there's not that much room for oil. So you have to go with a thinner weight, and that's why Ford, Nissan, some Toyotas are using 020 and some Toyotas are using even lower than that, 0W16. You run 1030 in this, there's a good possibility you may blow the engine up, and that's a very costly expense. Alright, we got all the oil in. Now it's time to start it up, make sure we don't have any leaks on the oil filter and on the drain plug. Alright guys, so basically what you just seen was us pressure test it, make sure there was no leaks from the oil plug or even the oil filter. Now comes the unfun part of the job, and it's not even rotating the tires. That's nowhere near as bad as this. Yeah. You know, why don't we try some of that Matt Carragher stuff and some of these other YouTube guys? Maybe if we snap our fingers, it'll just magically happen. Are you serious? Like, that actually worked? No. I always thought he edited that stuff. There's no way. Did that happen? There's no. You gotta be kidding me. Alright guys, real quick, we're gonna rotate these tires and then we'll be done. Maybe even take a little night trip around the block real quick. What do you think?
No, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, it is just an Altima. I mean, it's pretty quick, but it's definitely not Barney. Oh, are you? Did you? No, you can't show that yet.
Here, I'll get out of frame.
You cannot show it. Don't show. Stop. I said stop. Don't show it. Right. Let's get these tires rotated real quick and go for a ride. That's one big tire and wheel. God, I love this thing. Yep. Alright, so everything's done. Oil change is done. Got the tires rotated. Now we got to get rid of all these little warning things for the tire rotation and the service being due. So Jacob, you want to swing over here. We're going to clear all these out. You go left on these screens, come down to vehicle maintenance. There's everything. Your oil control system. Hit OK to reset. Let's back up a bit this way. Do oil filter. Yes, we're going to reset that. Back up. That should be reset as well. No, it's not. This is something new with the 2019-2020 Altimas. They have an adaptive oil system. So even if you go past your 5,000 miles, it's not a big deal. The system will let you know when it's time for an oil change. So right now, it's showing 0 miles because it will not let me reset it. No, there it goes. Alright, so now it's cleared off. As you can tell, it's saying 9,941 miles until next oil change. We try to go every 5,000 miles. I drive a lot for work, so. But we've got the oil reset. Now let's get this tire rotation reset, and we're done. No more annoying lights when you first start the car up. So, what do you say? You ready to go for a ride?
Yes, sir.
Let's go for a ride. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. We appreciate you watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit your post notification, and remember,
Follow us on Instagram. The link's going to be in the description.
that's right, guys. And like always,
Dream
dream
big.
big.